let some people join in. Have a quick of a mouth water. Well, say water, cup of tea. The milkiest cup of tea you've ever seen in your life. You can see that. I think I forgot to put tea bag in. So I'm aware there is another plumber, Caprani Plumbing. Go check him out if you can. He's live at the moment. They are live, so may not get many views due to that. But I promised Wednesday evening we'll become live, and I just talk you through exactly what we're going to be doing on this live and what our aim is to get and what you're going to see from us. It's starting coming through now. So, Diary of a Plumbing and Heating Engineer. It's something I've been thinking about for quite a while. I nearly started a podcast a while ago, but I changed my mind. Didn't end up doing it. So, thought, hi Mark, good evening. I starting this just to have a chat with you guys, start a bit of a community. Thank you, Akil. And yeah, start a bit of a community where we can talk to each other and hear about my story, hear about other guys' stories and girls' stories, and how I got into the trade and other people. Wicked Bro, good work, well done for the channel. Top man from Suburban Gas. How you doing, pal? How you doing? Yeah, bear with me because it is my first time going live. I've been dreading this all day. Not used to going live. I've been thinking about doing it for a while. But yeah, anyhow, so enough of me babbling. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe, please, because we are nearly at 5k subscribers, and we will be doing a big giveaway, a bit of a tool giveaway when we hit the 5k. So do subscribe, please. So yeah, Diary of a CEO. So what's CEO? Well, the idea come from the Diary of a CEO. It's Diary of a Plumbing Heating Engineer. So basically, what my aim is to this is like just to say how to get into the trade and how I got into the trade and everything I get up to week to week. I'm probably repeating myself here now. I'm a bit nervous. But anyhow, so how I got into the trade, I started as a work experience. I think we're in year 9 and did 2 weeks with Darren from Combicare over in Bramley. We did 2 weeks there and pretty much from then fell in love with it. So when it come to finishing school, I applied for an apprenticeship and with him, and I felt pretty lucky to be fair. Darren is a friend of mine's dad, and he's been running a company for years and still going now. So I do have owe a lot to him and everything he taught me. So I spent my first 2.5 years of my apprenticeship with Darren, and after 2 years, he took his son on as well. I started the September 11th when. Yeah, never look. Well, I'll get around to that. I did nearly look back once, but I'll get to that. So after 2 years of my apprenticeship, he took somebody else on, his son on, which is evident. It's fine. So there was him and 2 apprentices. So after about 6 months of doing that, he come to me and said, "Look, I can't keep you both going. It's not feasible for him. He was losing money basically." So he said to me, "I'm not going to leave you in the deep end. I've got you a job, but you need to go self-employed." So at the age of 19, right, 18, 19, I went 18 I think I was. I went self-employed, subcontracting to a firm of a friend of his, and stayed there with him for about 8 months. And then the same thing happened there. Work dried up for him a little bit. So then I had a bit of a panic on. I thought, what am I going to do here? Because he just left me in the deep end. Really, just Thursday said, you can come to work Friday, but I've got no work for you Monday. I said, tell you what, I won't bother. So I haven't spoke to him since really. So I put some feelers out there on Friday, and I went walking around handing business cards and stuff out to letting agents. By Sunday, should I say, I'd spoke to another plumbing and heating engineer, Neil Stevens Plumbing and Heating, over in Pudsey, and he took me on as a subcontractor, knowing fine well I was still doing my apprenticeship. So big thank you to him for putting me through my gas. So finished my apprenticeship, and in that last 6 months with Neil Stevens, I learned more in the 3 years previously with the other guys. But I think that's more to me down being hands-on, getting dirty with my hands. For the first 2 to 3 years, I just watched basically. Had a bit of a rough time, especially my first 2 years, but yeah, I learnt the most in my last year. In regards to who was it now? It was Kohan. Is that how you say your name, Kohan? I think it is. About never looking back. In my second year, I got sent to a job just to do my first job. I think it was to do by myself. All it was to change a ball cock on a toilet, and you know the little filter, the flow restrictor you put in the bottom. I'd not put that in, so the next day I was on a way to another job. Darren got the phone call that the toilet was making a really loud, like whirling noise and really banging, basically, and he gave me a bollocking, a pretty big bollocking. I was only 17 at this time, 16, 17, and I was holding back the tears. But I remember that, and I've never done it since, and I've never had a call. Well, I say I've never had a call. I've never had to go back to that problem again since, because you learn, and as an apprentice, anyone getting into the trade, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes, and that's how I've learned, and that's how, in my opinion, you learn quickest. Make the mistakes, because you'll never do the mistakes again. So that's a bit of a tip for apprentices. Someone commented then, Daniel, always look forward to your content. 2 years ago at 38, I decided to retrain as a plumbing and heating engineer after 20 years being a parts. What have I done here? Parts advisor, working through my level 2 and gas now. Good luck, Daniel. It's worth it, definitely worth it, and well done for getting back into it and retraining. You won't regret it. I'm all in, but how long have I been doing it now? I'm 26 this year, so 10 years in November I've been doing it. So how long were you doing it before? Beforehand? Let's say 2 years ago. Yeah, you're saying you retrained. Oh no, I'm reading that wrong, aren't I? You've not done plumbing and heating before. You're training now to be a plumbing and heating engineer. So good luck with that. Best to keep us updated. See, let us know how you're getting on. You're looking at doing your gas. It's not for everyone, but if you are, drop us a message. I might be able to help you out. So yeah, don't forget to drop some comments below. If you've got any questions to ask us, this is time to ask. I'm sweating in here. Let me open the window because I'm getting a bit warm. So it might not all be as boring as this. Talking about every day is a school day, pal. It is. I highly agree with that. I've been doing it 10 years now, and I'm still learning new things every day. And things are changing all the time. Look at this part L, that's changed now. We're having to learn new things, and we're going back. Well, if you do gas, you're having to go back and pick up new things and re-jog your memory, and because you can't remember everything, it's impossible. These people who say they can remember every reg going, they're lying to you. They know the important ones, like the impressive ones, but they don't know every reg. So yeah, like saying, I don't think they're not gonna be boring like this one-to-one conversation. Well, not one-to-one. I'm just babbling now. How's it going, buddy? What areas do you cover? Pazzaman, I cover Leeds and surrounding areas. But say that, I'm off up to Darlington tomorrow. Well, I said Darlington, it's more, what do you call it? Richmond, so it's not far from Darlington. So I'm going there in the morning, going to sort out a leaking waste pipe in a pub. So we'll go there. See, it should probably take me longer to get there than it will to do the job. But we've put a decent price in for it, so happy days. So yeah, I'm not going to babble too much about myself. I don't want to bore the life out of you. I'm not going to get many likes and views if I do that. But going forward, I'll probably just talk about what we've got up to on a week-to-week basis, how my week's going, and how your weeks are going. So let us know what you've been up to this week. What if you had any problems, if you want to release any stress, release it my way. And also going forward, we're going to try get some other engineers on, give a bit of an interview. If you'd be interested in that, let us know in the comments below. I've got a couple of ideas of getting not just trades on, but like people to help with like mental health and suppliers and new tool providers and anyone that's got any like new tools. We might get some guest appearances on. It's gonna be like a bit of a podcast, but it's more like just a bit of a chit chat, a bit of a chin wag. That's what my granddad used to say. Um, so yeah, I'm getting a bit dry mouth here. Parks William. I know I know Tom well. He's not far from me. He's at Wakefield, so I might see if he's up for it. He's doing a lot of trading now with the cryptocurrencies. If you've not checked him out, he's the trading tradesman, I think it is. I'll put a link in the description. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But yeah, go check out Parks Plumbing. He's a good lad, and he's a funny guy, very funny guy. We miss him on YouTube, to be fair. If you're not following him on YouTube or subscribe to him on YouTube, go check him out. So yeah, something we can look at getting him involved. Does my audio sound okay? I've put my mic on, my decent mic. Does it sound okay? Let me know. Enjoy watching your videos. Worked at plumbing myself for. I don't like this, right? Enjoyed watching your videos. Worked at plumbing myself from when I left school at 27. I'm out. Oh, till I was 27. I've been out of the plumbing now. That's doing me, didn't that? I don't want to do that. There we go. I'm out of the plumbing now, but nice try to keep up the trade by watching your videos. Nice one, Graham. Thank you for watching the videos. It means a lot. The support we get on the videos is great. Don't get me wrong. I don't get as much support as I used to. If you didn't know, I had me and my partner had twins in February, so I had a bit of time off before and after then, a few months, and I lost a lot of watchers. So we don't get as many views on the videos anymore. But the people that are watching, that's what matters, and we do it for you guys. I only do it for you guys. I don't do it for me. I don't really earn anything out of it. I don't have no sponsorships or anything like that. Get a little bit of monetization, but it's not much. You don't get much, to be fair. And purchase mics, and well, I purchased my mic's latest investment, but I also use it to purchase an Adobe editor. So that pays for that basically. So I don't get a lot of money for it. Yeah, where are we going with this? I've lost where I was now. I can't remember. Oh, this week, what have we been up to this week? So, beginning of the week, we finished a bathroom. Just gone back to a company. I don't know what you guys think of this. So, I used to do a lot of loft work for a company called AKB. Good lad. Dennis is a Andy Dennis. Got a couple of names. He's a good lad. I did work for about 2 years with him, and all he does is loft conversions, and it does a few extensions, but mainly loft conversions. I used to love it. I used to on the knees. Don't get me wrong, going up and down them stairs to the loft, but it was nice. First fix, then back, second fix, basically. But I had last year, probably year before, I had enough work on to just put it this way. I was turning my own work away to do his work, so it wasn't cost effective. So I called it a day with him and just continue doing my own work, which I think were more beneficial, especially over COVID and that, because it's just, I don't know about everyone else, but my work just skyrocketed over COVID, and I was extremely busy. But he rung me a couple of weeks ago, well, about a month or two ago now. We were under pressure a bit, and he asked if I could help him out on one job. So I went and helped him out about a month ago, and went back this week to second fix. So yeah, I definitely missed it, and I enjoyed it. So I think I'll be doing more loft conversions with him. So yeah, and then on Tuesday, what do we do Tuesday? When you have to think back about what you did, is it just me who just has like brain blockage? I can't think what I did now. Tuesday. What am I doing Tuesday? What day I went today? On Wednesday. Well, yesterday, wasn't it? What did I do yesterday? Oh, jobbing about. So we first fixed a kitchen for Brad. He's a new joiner that I just got in with, doing some work for him. So that's pretty straightforward, to be fair. And then other bits and bobs, just literally just jobbing about. I do like jobbing about days. I do prefer them over jobs where I'm there for the full day or more than one day. I don't know about yourselves, but I prefer to be in and out, going between jobs. I don't do a lot of boiler repairs, but just because I ain't an expert on them, And to my opinion, with boiler repairs, you've got to know what you're doing. Otherwise, it's going to end up costing you money. So yeah, how long are we going now? 15 minutes. It feels like a lifetime doing these lives. I'm sweating. I'm nervous. I'm hoping it gets easier over time. And then today, what we've been doing today, we piped up some radiators. So I got one of it's not one of my first, but one of my many jobs that I've got off Instagram. So if you're not on Instagram, do check it out. If you are in the trade, do get yourself on Instagram, because I didn't think I'd get much work coming direct through Instagram. But to be fair, I've done all right out of it. So I've done one today, just piped some radiators for a lad in Bramley. Pretty straightforward, to be fair. But the one thing I forgot to do is take a photo when I finished. I was cursing myself afterwards. I was rushing to get to get finished and get to the next job, and I just forgot to take the picture. Hi Daniel, Warren, how you doing, pal? Don't forget to like. Anyone that is watching now, don't forget to like. It helps the algorithm, helps my view, gets me put to the top basically, so people know that I'm live, and helps me get subscribers. The quicker to get to 5k, the quicker we get to do the giveaway. We've got companies like Regan, Jackhammer, Workwin. I've got some bits that I've purchased from Monument, so it's going to be a bit of like a plumber's tool kit that I'm going to be giving away for nothing. All you're going to have to do is comment on a certain video, and we will do it from there basically. And subscribe. When you started, how did you work out pricing? Hi Daniel. So iSmartTech. Good to see you, pal. Thank you for your support on the videos as always. So yeah, back to your question, Daniel. How did I start out pricing? I struggled with pricing. I still struggle with pricing now, to be fair. I personally think I'm undercutting myself. Well, not undercutting myself, but charging too less and not charging enough. So how I started out, I asked Neil, who I did my last year of apprenticeship with. I asked him to help me out a bit with the pricing, and he guided me in what he was charging roughly. So I went with that for a little bit, but then I've recently started. I know it's a bit cheeky of me, to be fair, ringing local companies up and getting my partner to ring up and just ask them how much you charge for a boiler service, how much you charge for a rad change, how much you do this, how much you do, just to check my prices, because the price, especially with the inflation at the moment, prices are going up, and I don't want to be left behind. And I think as a community and as a industry, I think we all need to put our prices up, because if you imagine, right, majority of people now are getting a 5% pay rise, but inflation's gone up 10%. So in theory, they're taking a 5% pay cut. So materials are going up 10%, or whatever the chat putting up, but it'll be a minimum of 10%. So if that's keep going up, who's going to foot the cost? Why aren't we putting our prices up as well? I know it might sound a bit harsh that we're going to be charging more, but everyone else is doing it, so why can't we? And I think as an industry, we need to put our prices up. Josh plays Paul. Our work skyrocketed over COVID. It was a non-stop. Now work has dried up. Hopefully the winter service list keeps me going. I've done one boiler in the last 2 weeks. Hi Josh. Yeah, I noticed that. So it skyrocketed over the COVID, and then about a month or two ago, when the fuel prices and everything started going up, and I noticed the phones weren't ringing as much, and I was getting a bit worried. No, well, not so worried, but I was a bit cautious of what I was spending and stuff like everyone else is. But over the last 2 to 3 weeks, the phones have really started ringing again. I think people have realised that they can still spend money. They've still got money to spend, and at the end of the day, if someone's got a leak or an emergency, they need to spend it. I've noticed people aren't servicing the boilers as much though. Services that I've had booked in and I've done for years, this year they've not rung. So I don't know if they've gone to other people or whether they just think I'll just save money on it doing that. So yeah, I've lost the question again there. Josh, I think this was the exact reason work has dried up. Not many. Can't afford to spend what they did. No, they can't. People say when it was COVID, they couldn't go on holiday, so there was They were just throwing money into the houses, which were good for us guys, while putting bathrooms and boilers in for fun during COVID. But now it just seems to be a lot more repair work going on. Saying that, I have been doing a couple of bigger jobs, but I think they've been booked in for a while, where customers have remortgaged a house and stuff like that for it. So it's a big commitment. It's nothing to do, like, it's not as much like what's the word I'm looking for? A spontaneous repair, a spontaneous job that people are just going, oh, actually, we'll get this done. It's people have planned this for a long time ahead. So yeah, I have been affected with that too. Smart Tech, what? That's the best to go about it. You won't be the only one going left behind doing that. Yeah. Do you charge and then parts on top then? So Daniel, I have, well, depends who I'm working for and how I'm doing it. If I'm pricing, if a customer wants a price before I start the job, like I'm giving them an exact quote, I will give them a day rate, and then the materials on top. I add 25% onto all materials, because at the end of the day, you've got to go get them, and you go and getting the materials, you are getting paid for that. So that 25% pays for your fuel and your time going to get that and getting back to the job. And then it's a bit cheeky of me. So like, say if I only charge I'm thinking about putting my price up to £250 a day. I have been charging £200 a day. So let's say if it's £200 a day and it's £43 in materials, I'll round that up to the nearest 50 or to the nearest 100. A little bit cheeky of me, to be fair, but I don't know about you, I prefer round numbers. When you start pricing, go to a customer and say, right, final price is £973.61. It's like, just call it 950 quid. It just makes more sense to me. I'm sure a customer don't want to start counting out change. I wish his comments would stay on the screen. Right, next question. Graham State, did you serve your apprenticeship in the domestic side of plumbing? Have you ever worked in the industrial side of plumbing? If so, what do you prefer? I've never done really industrial side. I've done minor commercial. I've always done domestic house bashing. I've done everything from normal house repairs to new builds. The new build for these 8 months when I first left my first apprenticeship, and when I went self-employed with the lad from Horsworth, he did new builds, so we was house bashing then. So I've never really done industrial, but commercial, minor commercial, like, but it's mainly just domestic work in a commercial property. So yeah, but it's something I'd definitely be looking, maybe get into maybe later on down the line, because I have this big dream of employing loads of people, but whether that happens or not, I don't know. But if I do eventually get down the route of employing people, I might look at the going down the commercial route and the industrial route. Rob McDonald, unfortunately, there are far too many unregulated cowboys out there. Rob, you are correct, my friend. There is many cowboys out there. I don't know if you saw on Instagram the other day, I went to look at I was looking at a toilet, to be fair, in this property, and they'd had someone round to fit this bathroom, and the bathroom is less than a year old, bear in mind. And they'd fit the shower. Underneath the shower was where the elbow come out the wall, and they'd left the old nut on. They'd put a brass elbow and put a flexi, female flexi, onto the elbow, coil it round into the bottom of the electric shower. It was just bizarre, and literally they just covered the hole with grout to make it seal, but that's just going to leak in the future, definitely, 100%. So yeah, and I've just realised, thank you for reminding me, Smart Tech, I got talking about pricing as well. I did talk about the day rate, but then when it's like a job where it's just a repair, where I can't really give them a price over the phone, or go out and give them a price and then go back a couple of days later, I'll go to them and say, right, I've got a fixed fee, so I put mine up to £70 an hour, and then £30 an hour after that. Or if I'm there 10 minutes to 20 minutes, half an hour, and it's somewhat little, I might only charge them 40 quid. Sometimes I've charged less if it's somewhat little, because I see it, like the other day, I went to a customer's house, and an elderly lady, she wanted a new shower seal, bath screen seal, and there was nothing wrong with it. It just literally she had a cleaner around, and the cleaner took it off to clean it and put it on back to front, and we wanted a good clean out, to be fair. So I took it off, cleaned it out, put it back on, and I said, don't worry about it. That at the end of the day, it's cost me money, but I see it as, if I've done that woman a favour, next time she has a major problem or a bigger job, the first person she's going to think of is me. So you can, like, you've got to work it out whether it's going to be worth charging them, because it might, if you go to them and you've only been there 10 minutes and you charge them 50, 70, 60 quid, whatever, they're going to be like, you ripped me off. Where if I go there and don't charge her anything for a 10-minute job, which I'm just passing by, I might get £1,000 job out of it, £2,000 job out of it. So yeah, I'm a bit lenient with my hourly rate, to be fair. Right, let's go. Where are we at? Darren Warren, how do you take payment? Thinking of doing a little bits for family and friends and grow from there. Yeah, Daniel, that definitely start with your family and friends. I did a lot of work for family and friends. Luckily, I've got quite a big family, so they all supported me and they recommended me to their friends and stuff like that. So that really helped with me. How do I take payment? So I take payment a few different ways. So I have an iZettle machine, which I don't use that often because you do get charged, and if I use that as a last resort, basically. If the customer is willing to do bank transfer, I prefer to do bank transfer because you don't get charged for it. If they pay cash, and then I can put it into the bank afterwards. Don't tell the tax man. No, we do put money in the bank, really. I'm backtracking here. So yeah, I take card, cash, and bank transfer. I bank with a company called Tide, and we don't accept checks. I've not seen it. Well, last time I seen a check must have been about 3 years ago. Do they still even have checkbooks, like domestic checkbooks? I get big companies have checkbooks, but yeah, I don't think they actually made checkbooks anymore. Smart Tech, the company I work for charges £60 an hour, and I think this is really cheap. There is some companies in charges £80 an hour in the same area. You have to. This comment thing does my head in. Fuel cost, fan cost. Exactly. Smart Tech. I think everybody needs to put the prices up. We're all going to get left behind. I was charging £60 an hour for quite some time, and I've upped it to £70 an hour now. Just to cover a little bit more. Fuel prices have gone up, insurance has gone up, everything's going up. So we've got to cover that by putting our prices up at the end of the day. But there's always going to be someone cheaper. There's always cowboys out there who are going to do it cheaper. My biggest vein, and does my head in, is outside taps at summertime. Right, hear me out here, right? I charge £80 for an outside tap. That's about £20 to £30 worth of materials plus fitting. That to me, I'm working for nothing there. I have not done one outside tap this summer at that price, because there's that many cowboys in my area in Leeds doing it for 50 quid or less. It's just unbelievable how that people are willing to work for nothing. It's very bizarre. Favourite boiler to fit and service. So, favourite boiler to fit and service. I've always been a Ideal man, but that's probably just purely down to fitting them as an apprentice. And servicing them is pretty easy, to be fair. But I've just been on this woman's going to think, why am I talking to myself? I've just been on the Baxi training course, and it looks really good. The 600, well, everything from the 200, 400, 600, 800, they're pretty much all the same boiler inside. A few little tweaks here and there. And all the main Eco Compact and all that. Pretty much the same boilers, couple of tweaks. They look really easy to install and really easy to service. And the Leeds College of Building, he showed us how to strip it down and do a full service on it. And yeah, you could do it in you could strip it down in 20 minutes, if not less. So yeah, I'm looking at maybe moving over to Baxi, just because I've been with Ideal a long time and I fancy a bit of a change. Basically, no particular reason. What about you? What boilers are you fitting? Robert McDonald's, what does your boiler service consist of? The £49 British Gas thing doing the rounds of basically a safety check. calling it a service. How do you get away with it? So, Rob, I do two types of service. So I do a full strip down service if they want it. That costs a bit more money, depending on the boiler. But then I just do a standard service, which will be checking. Well, I start with, I get there, make sure it's working. I check all my safety devices first, make sure they're all working. I do clean the condensate out, check the expansion vessel, check this condensation, clean the filters out, clean the magna filters out, gas test, emissions test, carb flue analyzer test, working gas pressures and gas rates. Is that about it? That's about it for a standard service. And I only tend to do them on like the first 1 to 2 years. Or if I've done a full down strip down service 1 year, the next year I'll just do a standard service, because you don't need to do a rip out, a clean, taking the seals off every time and changing the seals and stuff like that. Baxi, however, I was there, like I say, I was there last week or week before, and they're recommending to do it every year, full strip down service every year. Purely down to, you don't need to change the seals every time with them. Where I find with, because it's all rubber seals, so you don't need to, unless they're perished or they're getting a bit, they're not tight and they're not fitting correctly. Where I find with other like your Worcesters, Ideals, Wiesmans, what else is the Glowworms, I think as well, where 9 times out of 10 you've got to change that seal every time, just because it's like a foam, isn't it? It's like once you've broke that foam seal, it never seats right properly, and I find that I've had it many times where I've put it back together on certain boilers, and you put the analyzer around, make sure it's not leaking on the exchange, and it's peeing out basically. So yeah, that's my two services basically, and I charge £70 for a standard service, and then it's £100 plus materials for a full strip down service, because it takes twice as long. Anyone that says they do a full strip down service in an hour is a liar, or is just fucking amazing. Sorry for my French. Come to Manchester, it's £35 for a cold and £50 for hot and cold outside the tap. Josh, that is ridiculous. I've seen that, to be fair. I have seen people charging 35, 40 quid for an outside tap. It's like, I get they're probably going to be, I've seen them in B&M and Home Bargains. You can buy the kits and they're about 12 quid plus fitting. You're making about 20 quid, if that. It's just not worth it to me. I don't get why they do it. Well, I get why they do it. They're trying to make a living, but if we all charged a decent amount, we'll all be happy then, won't we? We'll all get the fair share of work. We'll all get plenty of money, and yeah, we'll all be moaning about cowboys doing outside taps. So yeah, we've got 16 people watching at the moment. It's been dropping in and out. Don't forget to like and comment. If you've got any questions, do drop your questions below. Also, this is a time, if there's any videos you want to see me do, I drop them in the comments below if you want to see these videos. I am looking at doing a van tour. I am in the process of just tweaking my racking out a bit and getting some new boxes. So I've just moved over to Stanley Fatmax T-Stack, or the old DeWalt T-Stack boxes. So yeah, just racking it out so they fit in, and I'll put them so that where they're slanted and they just slot in like drawers. So I'm trying to get my head around that, because I ain't the best joiner in the world. But yeah, I'll try my hand at it. In regards to this week's Sunday video, we're going to be, well, I don't even know if it's going to be a video this Sunday. I've not got any content yet, as it stands. Every job I've been on, they've either been customers stood over my shoulder watching me, or I've just been, it's a case where I need to get a job done and finished there, and then not dragging my feet, filming videos, filming content. So yeah, struggle for content this week. Tomorrow I am going to, like I say, I'm off to Richmond, so I'm off to look at leaking waste pipes. I might, if it's worth getting a fitting. I've seen it, well, getting some footage, sorry. I've seen a picture of it, and basically I think I'm just going to be putting a couple on a bit of waste pipe, so it's not worth me filming. I don't want to bore the life out of you, and I don't want to repeat myself filming the same rubbish all day, every day. Because there's only so many radiators you can watch me fit. Like the bigger jobs, like fitting boilers, fitting bathrooms, they're interesting jobs to to do because they're never the same. They're always different. There's always different obstacles. That's why I love plumbing. Andy Cam, I'm stealing your catchphrase. I love plumbing because every day is a school day and every day is a different day. What's your favourite plumber on YouTube? Me? Is that Vane? No, I'm not joking. It's not me. I actually hate watching myself back, and I think my content is shocking, to be fair. What's it called? My favourite plumber on YouTube? Ooh, it's got to be MJ Tiff. Me and MJ Tiff, Mark, we started doing it at roughly about the same time, and talk about Mr. Consistent. Like, I don't think he's missed 1 week yet. He's got at least one video out a week for solid 18 months, 2 years, something like that. And look at his subscribers compared to mine. He's like 3 times more than me, just from being consistent. So it just shows you on this YouTube algorithm and YouTube grind, you have got to be consistent. Especially when I first started out, I 1 video a month maybe. The time when I was putting 2 videos out a week, my subscribers skyrocketed. I got about 1,000 subscribers in a month, which is the best I've ever had. But now I had that time off. I'm getting back into it now. I'm only doing 1 video a week. My subscribers aren't going up as much as they were, and I found this between 3,000 and 5,000 my hardest. Like, it's gone up so slowly. So if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. We are doing a 5k giveaway. I am repeating myself again, but I really want to get to 5k before. Let's have what we on. It's the end of month now, so by September, so a month, so give me a couple of weeks. By September, I want to be at 5k, no later than that. So if I'm not, I think I should do a forfeit. What should I forfeit? I'm not cutting my hair off. It's my prized possession. No, it's not really. I couldn't go bald. Imagine me bald. I look like Toolbag Man if I went bald. Wouldn't I? No, Andy at Toolbag Man. I look like his twin. No, I'm only messing about. I'm blabbing now. Michael Bates, good man, Mark. Really enjoyed the videos, but Bud, I'm an ideal man, but also just thinking back to keep up the content. May see you at Fex in Manchester. When is the Fex show at Manchester, Michael? I might go to that one. I was talking to Michael at Baxter, and he said he were at Fex. So yeah, we'll check that one out. I need to remember to put my finger to that side because the camera's at that side. Daniel Whiteley, come on. I do domestic, LPG, leisure, static caravans, and commercial work. Which do you prefer? So I do have my LPG, but I haven't done LPG since I was at college. Just purely down to I experienced in it, and it's confidence. I have the qualification for it. But without experience and confidence to do it, I won't want to work on it. I can't remember what gas pressures are for LPG. And to be fair, in Leeds, we don't have a lot of demand for the LPG. If you go further afield towards Wakefield and Rotherham, there's a lot of, it's more like grassland areas, and there's a lot more LPG out there and oil and stuff like that. There is the odd caravan site in towards Otley and Ilkley and that way where they do have LPG, but round here in where I work mainly, there's not a lot of LPG. Good luck, Rob, with your LPG course tomorrow. You'll smash it, mate. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I prefer domestic, and light commercial. I don't mind doing a bit of light commercial. It's can be fun, and it always seems to be the same repairing commercial jobs. It's always the waste pipe. Is it just me? Every commercial job that I go to, like in a takeaway or a restaurant, it's always the waste pipe. It's always the grease trap, or it's always the the little wash hand basin, the waste pipe underneath. I've been to a restaurant up in Burley called Mr. T's, and I've been to that probably 3 times this year to repair the same cracked pipe. This pipe gets cracked. There's sockets all along this pipe. Just keep cracking it in different places. Basically, they've got the pizza oven in front of it. I think as they're making the pizzas, they're banging it and they're just shattering the waste pipe. So yeah, I prefer domestic though. Would you ever collaborate with the plumber Ice Wallow Cum? What? Mama, Joe Mama, would you ever collaborate with the plumber Ice Wallow? Come. Ah, you got me there, you. Nah, Joe, I get you. You got me there, didn't you? Ah, you got me. Ah, you made me blush. Dear me. I can't believe I just fell for that one. I am going to be doing some collaborations soon, but not with Ice Swallow Cum. I've been got with one of them for years, and you've just got me live on YouTube. Great. Thanks, pal. I thought we were friends. Tiff is good for consistency, but I think PB is the best plumber for his pipe bending. If awesome. Also, check out the Mental Gas Man. He's good also. Yeah, PB is the OG, basically, of the plumbing heating YouTube grind. It was. I tell you, in fact, I'll tell you how I got onto doing YouTube. So, 2 years ago, my daughter was in hospital. She had pneumonia, so a bit scary time. So we stayed in hospital for quite a while with her. So stayed in overnight, and I come across watching YouTube and plumbing YouTube, and come across PB and Parks Plumbing, and I thought, you know what, these have really inspired me to show what I do and just talk basically and do what I do as a show what I do as a living. I was not the most confident person in the world at all, but since starting this, my confidence has skyrocketed. So that is down to PB. And I've never told PB that or anything, or Parks Plumbing. That I started because of them. Basically, they inspired me to do it, and my confidence wouldn't be where it is without them today and giving me that courage to start. Where were you? Yeah, good one, Joe Mama. You got me there, mate. Adam Power, hi buddy. Any chance of a sticker on my van wall when I've wrapped this weekend? Mate, I've got plenty of stickers. If you want some stickers, let me know. I'll send you some out. I won't send you these ones. So I got these made up for Installer Show. So I went on a website, got my QR code made up. It looks a bit smart, a bit swanky. But I didn't realise you had to pay for this. It was only a 10-day free trial. So after I'd handed loads of these out at Installer Show, I got an email saying your QR code doesn't work anymore, so these are pointless. And the subscription were like 40 quid a year. I'm not paying £40 a year. No, sorry, £40 a month. I'm not paying £40 a month for a QR code when there's other websites that do it for free. So they're pointless. They can go in the bin. If you're interested in any stickers, follow us over on Instagram and drop us a comment. So we'll drop us a message. Sorry, some stickers out. We've got these ones, and I do want some more. I'm thinking about. I don't want to commit to too many stickers, designs of stickers at the moment, just because I'm in two minds of changing my logo. So that's my logo at the moment. What do you guys think? I think I should change it. I think it's a bit boring. It's not very brandable. I created myself. Promise you, Nike. I didn't steal your tick from you. Definitely did. What do you think? I should change my logo or not? I want something a bit more brandable. If you know any decent graphic designers that can do me a logo, that'd be much appreciated. Jack Morph wrote a really good book about LPG. You should buy it. Yeah, well, I'm not. I might look at getting into LPG, so I'll check that out. Send us a link to it on Instagram at Dampting. Is that how you say that? I'm rubbish at pronouncing names. Michael Bates, October, mate. Build those subscribers. I'll take a sticker if you have a spare. Michael, yeah, drop us a comment on Instagram. Or drop us a message, sorry, on Instagram, and I'll send you some stickers out. No worries at all. October the what? It's my birthday in October. October 4th, my birthday. So if I go away for that weekend, Alice will kill me. I hope she's not watching. So yeah, I might come to that effect. It's depending on the date. Any other comments have I missed here? I think we've got on well, haven't we? So it's been going 45 minutes now, so I'm going to wrap it up shortly. Do get your last comments in if you got any questions or anything like that. Do get your comments in. So yeah, what you guys up to this week? You doing anything interesting, anything new? I am rest of this week. What am I doing? Friday. I'm doing. Oh, there we go. So we've got a question here. We'll get to that in a second. So rest this week on tomorrow I'm off to Richmond, and then I'm going to my dad's. Finally finish off the kitchen. I don't know if you've seen on Instagram or you might not have done actually. I don't think I put too much on Instagram. This kitchen has took forever. Never buy a kitchen from B&Q again. They are the worst kitchens I've ever seen in my life, and how they're still in business, I don't know. They were sending goods that products that we didn't need, products that were wrong. Then they send the right product 4 times. We only need it once. Sending other things we didn't need. Sending us doors we didn't need, drawers we didn't need, cupboards we didn't need. How they've still got money in a show, I don't know. Sorry, I said show because someone come up saying show then. In a company, I don't know how they keep going. I don't know. So yeah, Shamat, hi Mac. I'm currently doing my plumbing. I'm currently in the plumbing industry. Work for a company. What's the best way to start up a plumb? So there's many ways of starting up. Shamat, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I got thrown in the deep end and basically you got self-employed and you get your own work basically but I got subbing, so starting subbing's one way of doing it, subbing to other firms. What is this guy doing? Oh right, never mind. Start out subbing, that's how I started, or stay working for the company you're with at the moment and start doing a lot of govy jobs until you build that relationship up with people and customer basis to go on your own basically. Or alternatively, just take the plunge. You might take a bit of a hit on money wise for a little bit, but eventually you'll build your customer basis up and you'll get there eventually. Get out to your letting agents, get on a website called mybuilder.com. It's out of all the job agency and websites, Check a Trade, Just a Trade, you rate people and all that, I prefer MyBuilder because it's pay as you go. You don't have to pay anything. There's no subscription to it. You only pay for the jobs you get shortlisted for. Don't get me wrong, there's people in there that are just shortlisting you for fun and you get charged for it, which is a pain. But if it's only little jobs, it's a couple of quid. I don't tend to go for the bigger jobs on MyBuilder, so like 20, 30 quid. So if you don't get that, you've lost out before you don't even get the job, so you're straight down. So I don't go for them big jobs. I only go for the little jobs. So do get yourself on mybuilder.com. I highly recommend that one. Smart Tech, do you know where the next Inshallah show is? It is at the NEC again. I'm sure I seen the other day. It's at the same time next year roughly at the NEC. If you didn't go to the Inshallah show this year, you missed out big time. I was quite surprised how big it was and the wide range of guys that were there, companies that were there. If you've not been before, basically it's a show for anything from suppliers, tool companies, boiler companies, training courses. There's people for van security there. There was, what else were there? What else were there? Van security. There were people doing sign writing and t-shirt things there. It's a great day out and you get to see loads of people off Instagram and YouTube, and the whole community behind it all is great. I highly recommend going down to the Installer show. I've been down 2 years now and I've loved it both times. I went down first year with the Rico and then second year at the NEC. The NEC one was, I'd say, twice as big as the Rico. I was quite overwhelmed when I first walked in. So yeah, yes, no. Dixie Normas has saying he wants one day plumb with you. Who's Dixie Normas? Dixie, no. You're trying to get me again here, aren't you? Dixie Normas. My dick's enormous. It is, that's what she said. You're all trying to get me today, aren't you? You're funny, you guys. From the wrong side again. Although I'm based in Manchester, this comment thing does my head in. My practical centre is ERR Featherstone, do you take training courses into account when setting your prices? Not really, but you should do, really, I suppose. I think if you had a bit more of a structured company, like a bigger company, you'd have to maybe put like a budget in for training courses. But because I'm a one-man band sole trader, I don't do that budgeting malarkey. I just pay for it basically. If bites me in my ass. I've got to go back to college. Well, I say just college training centre. NGST, yeah, NGST. I use National Gas Training Centre. That's it. Down at Morley, near Ellen Road. I go there for mine. I've got to go next month. I say next month. I've not even booked it. I need to book it because it's probably going to be run out of space. So it's probably basically my cookers and fires runs out in August. So I need to get in contact with them and get them booked on for that. So if you are in the Leeds and surrounding areas, I highly recommend NGST. I did my cookers and fires originally with them, and then I also did my 5-year renewal course this year. Was it this year? No, last year. Sorry. So highly recommend them. Go check them out. What am I doing here? Have you tried the new cider? Adam Powell, what new cider? New cider. Am I getting punked here again? Have you tried the new cider? No. What new cider? I'm not. I do like cider in the summer. I'm a dark fruit. I'm a dark fruit wanker. I'm not gonna get monetised now because I've been swearing too much. What's the main area you work in Manchester? I don't work in Manchester. Hi Adam, I seen you again. You're not getting me this time. I know that one. For anyone that's not reading the comments, Adam Powell is trying to get me to say Dick Insider. Funny guy. No, I'm not from Manchester. I'm from Leeds. So I don't really work in the Manchester area. So yeah. Have you all enjoyed this video, guys? It's been a pleasure doing it for the first time, and I'm not as nervous as I first was. That guy's, I don't know what he was doing, but he was wondering what I was doing. Put it that way, we're looking in my van. Can anyone recommend any van security as well? I need a bit more van security. There's been a few burglaries around my area recently. I've been looking at the Vanguardian. I've seen them down at the installer show. They're basically an alarm system that goes on your van, that connects to your phone. But I'm not 100% sure with that because you've got the tracker doesn't come as standard with it. In my opinion, it should come as a standard. You've got to pay extra for the tracker. So I'm not sure about that one. I hope this doesn't risk my chance, Adam. No, Adam, it doesn't risk your chance with a sticker, pal. There's plenty to go around, so drop a message on Instagram. Make sure you're subscribing on here and on Instagram for your stickers. I won't ask for proof, but I'll be checking. I can check if you're subscribed. So yeah, I'm babbling now. I think we're done for today. Would you like these videos weekly, fortnightly? What do you think? Really enjoyed this video. Would be nice if the consistency was always there, though. Yes, Smart Tech, I do wish my consistency was a little bit better. Like say I had a couple of months off. I am trying to be more consistent as than I have been. But yeah, we'll see what I can do. If you want these videos weekly or monthly or fortnightly, let me know. Or just spontaneously. Do you want these live videos? So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. People, weekly, James, weekly. I'm thinking weekly too, to be fair. Yes or no? Right, are you getting me a good one? Is Nick Gurr... He's getting me again here. Let's find out. Let's see where this one's going. Is Nick Gurr a good plumber to watch on YouTube? Go on, yes, no. Throws the punchline. Weekly. Everyone's saying weekly. So that settles it, I think, weekly. We'll try not to repeat myself every week. I stick an air tag for a tracker. Take a look at VanMate. Same but cheaper than Vanguardian. Yeah, I've been looking at my tags. Look pretty good, to be fair. And they're a lot cheaper tracker wise than actually going buying a tracker. So I think that might be my way forward in regards to tracker. But I'm sure that the VanMate has its own tracker in it, so you won't need to buy both. I'm sure it's VanMate that. No, it ain't VanMate. It's Is it Van Alarm that MJT's got? I think it is. They were down at Installer Show as well. I was looking at them, but it looked a bit cheap and cheerful. Did that one, so I wasn't sure about that. Well, not cheap. The price of it wasn't cheap. It was a little bit cheaper than the Vanguardian, but the product itself looked a bit cheap. What have I said? Right. I didn't say the N word. I said Nick, Gur, ah. That's not swear. That's not the N word. Stop trying to get me in trouble. I ain't no racist. You know. You want an hourly every hour? What, like Caprani Plumbing and Heating? He's getting he's doing well. He's throwing them videos out quickly, isn't he? He's a funny guy. I'll give him that. I'll give him his due. He's funny. He's Nathan. Hopefully we can do some collabs in the future. And you never know, he might see me on one of his lives. Then it's something to look forward to. Yes, Smart Tech. I think it is going to be. I think it is going to be weekly. To be fair, it might not be every Wednesday, but I think I might be doing. Just mix it up a bit. Just throw it in there when I feel like I've got something to talk about. Because if I've got nothing to talk about, I probably won't. Come on, because it's nice to have a chat with you. I like this community vibe we're getting here. Having a bit of banter, a bit of fun. It's good. Yes, no. I love to. What's your name? Yes, no. I can't keep calling you yes, no. You're funny. You I'm going to have to arrest you now for domestic terrorism. Oh, terrorism? All right, yes, no. Come on. Any giveaway soon, mate, for your merch in the mix then? Adam Powell, yes, there is a giveaway coming soon. We're going to be, as soon as we hit 5k subscribers on YouTube, we are going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be like a bit of a tool set. I might throw in a jumper, a smart pipe jumper. What do you think? I do want to try brand something up with something, something I can just give away or sell. Not even sell, just give away. It's just a bit of fun. But I don't know what. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I was gonna, believe it or not, right? About 6 months ago, a bit longer, I was gonna do hashtag Plumber Gang or Team Plum, something like that. And I've seen it about 2 weeks ago. Someone's actually started doing it, so that's that one out of the question. So I will be doing some merch eventually, but giveaway wise, yes, we are going to be doing a giveaway for the 5k subscribers. Hopefully, my aim is to get to 5k by September. If not, we'll do some sort of forfeit, like I said earlier. If you want to give a forfeit for not getting there, let us know what your forfeit is. Right, I'm going to call it a wrap, call it a day. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to save this video so people can watch it over again, but it's probably not worth it, to be fair. So thank you for everyone that's watched and liked. I've had a right laugh, to be fair, and definitely will be doing it again. So I'll see you guys later. How do we end this thing? This is where we all look at the camera and wait for me to end it. How the hell do you end? I just press that X there. Right. Peace, guys.